Cleveland by 3.
Look at this shit. Cleveland just scored a 2-point conversion.
Knocked out of bounds and a flag down around the 20-yard line, or is that just paper?
And appreciate it if you subscribe, man. I would definitely reciprocate, man. One hand washes the other, man.
If you haven't had a chance,
You don't hear too many people saying they reciprocate, man. I apologize for that. I got caught off guard. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The Seahawks travel well.
Whoa.
Russell Wilson called this year's team the closest team we've ever been on. He's ever been on. As Carson carries. Thought that was interesting. I said, even better than those Super Bowl teams. He said, yeah, we're, in terms of personalities, this is the closest. You know, he's the leader on offense. Wagner, the leader on defense.
They've done a nice job. And one of the interesting stories that's come out is the single bus ride over. And not only on away.
But I was saying, you don't hear too many people.
We watched them come in today. As they came in, all the players are on one bus. Just so they can be together as a team.
Who support, who believe in one hand washes the other, man.
Since 2012. The most in the NFL. Wilson in trouble here. Sideline catch. What a great effort by DK Metcalf. The rookie kept his feet in. At least that's the ruling.
Yeah, I like
The
that.
official right there.
And how about the knock on him? We talked about DK Metcalf and what he did at the Combine. I mean, the numbers were unbelievable when you talk about measurables, but there was a concern about his consistency with his catches. I mean, that's outstanding. He makes great catches so far early part of the season.
Seahawks, the fewest drop passes after 5 weeks in the NFL. Some of that could be how Russell's throwing them. That one, he tries to get rid of. What an effort. Almost an interception.
If it didn't fly out of bounds, shit.
Diving for the football, the 5th-round draft pick from Alabama.
Well, scarier than that was with the tackle on Russell Wilson by Morgan Burnett in the backfield. One of those awkward ones.
Safety blitz. And a flag.
It could be a horse collar.
It came late.
Yeah.
And
Give me that.
with New York,
Move that thing forward.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense.
Look at this, man. He thought you was a motherfucking one of them cows he was about to tie up. Ain't that a bitch?
You couldn't reach inside.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pull some rope out and tie his legs up or something. He said, get over here, little cow. I got you. Look at this monkey shit here.
Causing serious injuries not only inside.
Did this motherfucker know cameras was watching?
That name on the back of the jersey
Yeah,
and then
bitch.
the pull down. So that was a good call because you could see that his hand was right there, and then obviously outside.
But he like, I ain't did nothing, man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I ain't did shit. None of motherfuckers never do nothing. We know that, right?
Throwaway pass and the penalty, first down.
Especially criminals.
Cleveland territory. Russell Wilson has time. There's a flag down in the secondary. And his throw is out of bounds. Intentionally got rid of that one. Flag over at the 35 on the Cleveland side of the field. Olivia Vernon kept the pressure on Russell Wilson.
He said, I'm going to get you, motherfucker.
Before the pass, illegal use of the hands, hands to the face, defense. Number 22, 5-yard penalty, automatic.
Dog pound. Ain't this a bitch? Dog pound. Huh?
Most penalized team
Boy.
coming in when you combine number of penalties and yardage.
And people talk shit about black folks. I don't get it.
Accepted today.
Yeah, right on the. You saw the release.
Let's call it what it is, man. Some bullshit.
Eric Murray is wearing 22. That's who the call was on. So the penalty moves it up to the 42 of Cleveland and a first down. Carson to the 40.
Bad run.
With a crowd around him. Just over 90 yards rushing today. Rashard Penny inactive with a hamstring.
Damn, I got to do laundry, man. What the fuck, man? That's right. Nobody folds my shit like me.
Left tackle Dwayne Brown and right guard DJ Fluker inactive because of injury. maybe one of the reasons they haven't run as well as they would have liked. But remember, Brian Schottenheimer, offensive coordinator, said we've gotten better at adapting to in-game changes offensively. That's why Wilson has maybe put the ball up 30 times. Carson sheds a tackler or two.
Good run.
Again, just some struggling with tackling. And Demarius Randall coming across and going for the big hit. Watch 23. He's going for a hit.
Get off me.
It's not a tackle. And one of the things that Chris Carson does is he's a very physical runner. There's Demarius Randall right there. You got to wrap Chris Carson up.
And he's over 100 yards rushing. 9th career 100-yard game. 3rd this season. You know, the Browns, we have an injured player for Cleveland over on the sideline as that play came to a finish. Will Dissly left injured in the first half for Seattle, the tight end. Daniel Ekuale, backup lineman, Washington State, is the injured member of Cleveland. And he's up, and there's movement.
And Brian Schottenheimer, one of the things that he said to us yesterday when we met with him is, you know, our balance is from week to week. And I really like this approach because it's all about the opponent. There's things that you do as an offense and a defense, but they subtly change from week to week based on what your opponent does. So I really like the thought process that Brian Schottenheimer had coming into this game. You know, I can't tell you if we're going to be 60-40, 65-35, what our run-pass ratio is going to be. I got to see what happens during the course of the game, and we'll adjust there. And some of the coaches today will say, we'll get back to balancing that out, you know, late in that second half. We'll start running it to create that balance if we have to pass early in the game.
They have been balanced today, Darryl, despite the injuries on that offensive line. C.J. Procise fake to him. Wilson throws complete. Lockett out of the 12. And a catch made. Flag on the other side of the field.
Oh, come on, these goddamn flags, motherfucker.
Looks like a second flag as well.
Dumb motherfuckers.
Ineligible man downfield.
Oh my God.
Number 65. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
They're calling that on Jermaine Ifedi. Let's get another game break with Carissa.
Thanks, Chris. It was a back-and-forth game in Kansas City. 2nd and goal from the 1. Deshaun Watson, well, he's going to keep it for himself. They then decide to go for it on 2. Deshaun, success. DeAndre Hopkins.
Look at this throw.
Clock right now. 31-24 will be your final. 2 straight losses at home for the Chiefs, Chris.
Oh, boy. Them motherfuckers is actors.
Seahawks in field goal range. And a handoff to Chris Carson. The Browns
ain't going nowhere there.
Bottle him up inside the 30. This is the side of the field we mentioned. If you
never thought,
at the start here,
never would I have thought that the Browns would be
with some extra points. Jason Myers good on his field
in this position right here.
If they have to settle for such.
You know the Seahawks is the favorite.
Wilson, who ran for a touchdown, is running to the
man, you could have kept running, man. Scared of you, man.
The really good thing about that is how decisive the decision was by Russell Wilson. You're not even waiting. You're not even getting back. You're dropping back. You're seeing that opportunity, and you just take it right now because there's a good opportunity for some positive yards to get you into a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, he picked up 8, Darryl, and Whitehead made his 9th tackle that leads all of the Browns defenders today.
Come on, louder, man. Come on, man. Come on, you're not making no goddamn noise. If you don't make noise, they ain't gonna get it. You gotta make noise so they can fuck up. Motherfucker be like, yeah, right. Make all the goddamn noise you wish.
And right at the marker is Tyler Lockett. TJ carried it.
Nah. You got him short, motherfucker. You got him short over that
On
bitch.
a third down, they're going to say that that's enough for a first down. Looked like he had it.
There's your matchup at the top of the screen, and this is a nice job by Tyler Lockett getting the right depth, because you always want to run that correct depth just in case somebody like T.J. Carey plays it perfect.
Grab their legs, it's over.
On you right as you catch it.
Yeah, each team has lost a challenge, so they only have one left. But when we get inside of 2 minutes, that won't matter. Each team with 2 timeouts.
What's two?
Wilson rolling, throwing, catch, Lockett
Touchdown.
to the goal line, touchdown Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Seattle back in front and a flag down.
Oh man, for what? And let's say roughness.
And this may go. Let's see if it's against Seattle. The touchdown will come off the board.
Nah, Browns.
Ruled a touchdown.
There is no foul to play for an eligible man downfield. Number 53 reported eligible. The result of the play is a touchdown.
They pick up the flag. You heard the explanation from Adrian Hill. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown pass today.
One of the things that makes Russell so dangerous outside the pocket is how his offensive line adjusts and his wide receivers. Watch Tyler Lockett. This is a drag route. It's supposed to be thrown right there. Watch the change and the ad-lib on the fly. That's why Russell Wilson is so dangerous when he extends the play, is because everybody adjusts and they do a heck of a job.
And he ran for a touchdown earlier. So that movement has to rattle every defender.
2-point conversion.
They're confirming Lockett. You saw his knee go down. Looked like the ball crossed the plane when he reached forward. They want to make sure, as ruled a touchdown, that it is confirmed. Here, Wilson pointing. Did the knee go down before the ball crossed the goal line? From that angle, you can't see anything otherwise. The official right on the goal line.
I think it's in. It doesn't look like...
Hey, Wilson, you're in the goddamn way, man. Get the fuck out the way, man. Record it again without him in the way.
The way it's called on the field should stand. I don't know if there's anything definitive.
Nothing definitive, man.
It was called touchdown on the field.
Nothing definitive. Touchdown. Stands.
Adrian Hill said a big...
Homie, it stands. Come on, man. Goddamn.
18 penalties combined. Redskins get their first win of the year, defeating the Dolphins. Harold Johnston, Chris Myers. You're watching the Seahawks taking the lead. Ruled a touchdown and being reviewed to confirm on the Lockett catch and then reach toward the goal line.
It's hard to tell if that knee is down before it breaks the plane, but called touchdown on the play.
Rewind, rewind, stop, go. Can't see it.
Looks like the knee is down and the ball...
No.
Well, he'll tell us in a moment here with help from New York.
He said the knee, couldn't see it.
After review, it was determined that the runner was down short of the goal line. It will be first down and goal from that spot. Please reset the game clock to 3:51.
You cheating motherfuckers. It wasn't definitive. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Bullshit. Oh, man.
Russell Wilson thought he had his 3rd touchdown pass of this game.
Don't worry about it. You get it.
Cleveland 1-yard line. Under 4 minutes to play. Four downs to punch this in. Freddie Kitchens aggressive for Cleveland. They've gone on 4th down 3 times today, converted 2 of those. Browns defense huffing and puffing the way Russell Wilson has thrown and run against them today.
Easy. Straight walk in.
The 4th quarter as Chris Carson carried it in.
Walk that in. Yeah, he could have moonwalked
Real
at
nice
it.
job by the guard, center guard area for the Seahawks. Watch the three guys inside. Mike Iupati, Justin Britt.
Wide open. Come here. Let me get that.
A lot of push right there.
Carson, 22 carries, over 100 yards, and the go-ahead touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Extra point would give Seattle the 4-point advantage with 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. He makes this one. Jason Myers, who hit a couple of field goals on that extra point. It's now 32-28. And the story of this game, Baker Mayfield, his first career rushing touchdown, scored on their first 3 possessions, but touchdown tosses from Russell Wilson after he ran for one. Browns took the lead on the Chubb touchdown run, and now Seattle answers with Chris Carson. And Baker Mayfield, not to be lost in all of this, was hit hard on a run, or at least seemed to injure his hip. Went to the sideline, went to the locker room after wincing in pain, came back, never missed an offensive series, and helped lead them back in this game.
Gutty performance by Baker Mayfield today, because he's had to scramble a few times and extend plays, and you can see he's not 100%.
Oh, man. Stop justifying motherfuckers, man. Listen, man, they get paid too much goddamn money for you people to keep justifying and giving and making mistakes for these motherfuckers, man. Shit. You got to stop riding them fallacies, man, and let them hate. They fucking up. Fuck excuses, man.
Feisty Seattle defense that has played well on the road. Seahawks in another close game. Touchback out to the 25-yard line is where they will start. And I mentioned the run and then wincing of pain for Mayfield.
Just the spin inside right there. He took a helmet or a shoulder pad on that left hip, and you could see it right there. And then he walked off the field, but Laura Oakman telling us that once he got into the tunnel, there was a significant limp as he went up into the training room and came back out. As Chris said, didn't miss an offensive snap. Garrett Gilbert was getting ready, but Baker Mayfield back in time not to miss a play today, this afternoon.
I mentioned his success last year. Late in games, he did suffer 2 interceptions today. Not necessarily all his fault, with receivers colliding in a tipped ball. Chubb flagged down as he gets across the 30. Penalties have hurt both teams this afternoon.
Holding offense. Number 70. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Greg Robinson, the left tackle, called for the infraction.
Quentin Jefferson getting the penetration, kind of pushing him up the field. You get that edge sealed sometimes, it's because that tackle's holding.
From the 15, at the 19, Ricky Seals-Jones, who has the touchdown catch from Baker Mayfield in the first half.
And that was one of the guys in the first half that was getting some favorable matchups. The big plays down the field have been to Ricky Seals-Jones. Odell Beckham Jr. made an acrobatic catch in a jump ball situation for an explosive play, but the consistent one has been Ricky Seals-Jones. Let's see if they can get him involved here on this drive.
Intercepted off the hands of Hilliard and into the hands of K.J. Wright. This crowd is stunned. That's the 4th Seahawk takeaway today.
And Baker's been on the back shoulder a couple of times. The drops by Odell Beckham Jr. were back shoulder throws. This is another one. This goes to Dontrell Hilliard, and it's a back shoulder throw. He gets his hands on it, but it's just a deflection to K.J. Wright.
Cleveland receivers have just not held on to the ball well today.
He had a hole in his hand. Seen the hole, y'all? What the fuck? You motherfucker.
As the Seahawks are, the veteran K.J. Wright.
He had a big hole in his hand. God damn it.
And the disappointment from Mayfield. And the pain. Maybe mentally and physically. Well, Hilliard had a 74-yard kickoff return to start things, and then he had another one that set him up. But clutch time, you just can't have mistakes like that.
No, you gotta make that catch. It's not perfect location, but Dontrell Hilliard is more than capable of making that catch. So you kind of a little tap on the chest when they got to the sideline. That was on him.
All right, so if you're the Browns here, let's look at their side first. Obviously, Seattle hoping to get a knockout punch with a touchdown here. But if the Browns can keep Seattle to the very rest of field goal,
that's not Saquon. The twins, one of them got no hand. One hand, excuse me.
You just can't allow a first down. You've got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
And the Seahawks, they're so good at grinding that clock down when they have a lead and trying to protect it. It's how they've been able. Look, they won a 1-point game against the Bengals, a 2-point game at Pittsburgh. Something apparently was thrown from the stands that hit a security worker. They want to make sure he's okay.
Make sure there ain't no doodle and shit.
Was out of line. An aggressive offense, but the turnovers hurt. Chris Carson.
Yeah, kill the clock.
Came in with back-to-back 100-yard games and has another one today. 3 straight as the Browns use a timeout. State Farm postgame show coming up. Some of the finals, the Redskins were winners. Vikings beat the Eagles in Minnesota earlier today overseas. Carolina beat the Buccaneers. Baltimore held on to defeat Cincinnati. And the turnover story for Cleveland.
And that was a collision by the receivers on the outside, ended up going right to Tedrick Thompson. There's one of the tip passes, but again, location on the throw. Good play by Ziggy Ansah there to knock that loose from Nick Chubb, and again, that back shoulder should have been caught by Don.
But it wasn't caught, man. What do you mean?
Not to be. Russell Wilson keeps Cleveland. Will they use the other timeout as Terrence Mitchell makes the tackle? Looks like they have, so they're out of timeouts. We will have the 2-minute warning. And they're thinking a stop here. And nothing's a given with the wind in this direction. You see the goalpost kind of moving and the flags flowing.
We've had a couple of missed PATs going in this direction, so it's not a gimme. But again, we talked about, very similar to at the end of half of what Cleveland did when they had the opportunity to start the turnover, and Seattle ended up getting points.
I would say, excuse me, if I was in your goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Celebrated a little bit too early against the Rams. We thought that offense was going to grind the clock out. We got back
I'm
out
fucking
of the field,
with you.
and the Rams went right down the
My
field
bad.
on it. So again, is this Seattle offense not going to be able to grind this clock out and finish the game?
And Seattle now calling a timeout.
For what, idiot? Oh, you dumb motherfucker. For what? Timeout for what, asshole?
Nice to have you.
Talking his motherfucker.
Season has been there during the course of this game.
I apologize for that, man. I try not to have that on here. God damn, y'all.
Freddie Kitchens hoping for a stop from his team. And the ball knocked out. But are they going to rule it? They're ruling it a catch by Metcalf, which would be enough for the first down. But it was pulled out of bounds after he had made the catch and gone out of bounds. That's the way they're ruling it.
Catch.
So,
feet down.
On to the next one.
Stupid motherfucker.
Out of challenges. Otherwise, Cleveland might have tried. Out of timeouts. Down to the 11. As Carson carries, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. That play It looked like the catch was made and then knocked out of bounds.
Don't talk about it, show it, goddammit.
As we will go to the 2-minute warning. And a smiling Pete Carroll.
He wasn't smiling. What the fuck is you talking about?
It was at one time 20-6 Browns, but the Seahawks have battled back.
Motherfucker!
This game.
Oh, pumpkinhead bitch.
Mayfield can only look on. Russell Wilson has set the Seahawks franchise record for consecutive passes without an interception. 207. And hoping to ice another Seattle road win. Another close one. Browns out of timeouts. 2nd and 6. Carson. And the clock will run. That catch, ruled a catch. It looked like maybe it was pulled out before there was a chance to challenge.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Freddie Kitchens and the Browns can't throw a challenge flag to challenge that play. It was outside of 2 minutes, so you have to challenge it because earlier in this quarter, he decided to challenge a play where there was a called fumble going
out of bounds by that time.
He didn't believe that was a fumble. They ran the next play. I think Nick Chubb is going to walk in on a touchdown. So if he'd have held off on that,
ain't this a bitch? Hey, how old are you, bitch?
2 snaps ago.
Oh
and a mouth guard or a pacifier?
Pacifier. That a bitch. That was a goddamn pacifier. Grown ass man. Live on television. With a goddamn. How you gonna explain that one there, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Shit.
What an entertaining game.
There's nothing cool about that.
Some awkward moments.
It's just like walking around with your pants hanging off your ass. Nothing cool about that.
Pete Carroll will use this as a learning experience for his team. He does it week to week. You know, where can we get better? What can we do better? And there's going to be a lot of positives he can pull out of this coming back from a slow start on the road in this.
Oh, Ken Norton Jr.
Baker Mayfield, he didn't hide it. This is a huge
wasn't he
game
with the
for us.
40?
You know,
He was the 49ers in one of them teams.
Coming out of the bye.
His pops was a boxer.
This year is worse than it was at this point last year.
But he does feel, as he said, everything's in front of us.
Oh man, he got problems.
The latter part of the schedule is favorable for us, but you've got to play your best football or better football.
He be like, yo, we were winning, man, but goddamn, man.
Maybe not as much as we thought we had, or not as good as we thought we were.
It just hasn't come together yet. It for whatever reason, it just hasn't
That's some
gelled.
bullshit, man.
Well, it's gelled for Pete Carroll and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And 4-1 record, about to be 5-1. They have the home game, then they're at Atlanta, hosting the Bucks at the 49ers in a bye. That 49er Ram game is going on right now, and the Seahawks in that upper part of the division, along with the
now that's a smile or a laugh. That other shit you people say was none of that.
Rams have a couple of losses. Knockout punch, turnovers.
That's right.
Seahawk defense, 4 takeaways, and they'll take a win away here in Cleveland. And on the road, what a start. I always talk about the advantage in Seattle for the Seahawks. First time since 1980 they've won their first 3 road games. And frustration for Freddie Kitchen and the Browns. 32-28, Seahawks move to 5-1. Browns fall to 2-4. More from Cleveland in just a moment.
Congratulations. Don't forget to subscribe.